Beautiful Bedminster, New Jersey for the Ladies for Liberty annual holiday and cocktail party. Trump property. It's beautiful. Everyone's showing up and they're dressed apart.
My name is Maureen Baumgartner. I am founder and president of Ladies for Liberty.
Maureen, Ladies for Liberty, what are the causes? What are you guys fighting for? What are you trying to do right now?
Oh, that's easy. The American dream. We want to keep that alive. We're fighting to keep the Constitution going in this country. We are hanging by threads in this country with the regime in the White House who is hijacking this country. We will not stand for it. We want our Constitution. It is a living, breathing document, and it's ours. It belongs to all the American people, and we take nothing for granted.
I'm here with Justin Bayless, CEO of Patriot Hard Seltzers. So we're here at Bedminster. What's the significance that you're here with your product?
Yeah, it's the first time we've had like a huge group of people get to try the product other than ourselves, family, friends, and whatnot. And it's exciting to have people try it. We get to be exposed to the Trump Bedminster golf course, the whole group here. Yeah, getting the name out there, spreading the word.
We've been just grinding out nonstop to get to this point. It's been a lot of work, but we made it, and just seeing it in a can is pretty surreal.
How is it?
I love it. This is the lemon flavor, and it's got a very smooth taste. It's not too strong, not anything that's too overpowering, and it's a great drink.
We can't thank enough of all of our support from family and friends, and Maureen for the Ladies for Liberty and her whole foundation for helping us get to this point.
I'm just very happy that we're helping each other, and it's a startup company and it's great.
The demographic, it's called Patriot. Are we targeting a specific audience here?
Yeah, we're pretty much targeting anyone that just loves America.
I'm proud to be drinking it.
The core groups that we're going after is veterans, firefighters, police, first responders community, but really at the end of the day, it's anybody that just truly loves the United States and everything that the country stands for.
Bill, the significance, you're here, what's going on?
Well, the women in New Jersey have had enough. They've had enough of how government has completely mishandled law enforcement, the function of government, and gotten involved in between moms and dads and their kids. So an event like this shows that women are going to make the difference in who controls the legislature, in who the next governor is, and we've already seen a significant amount of women coming out to say, we want to elect school board members, mayors, council members. New Jersey is changing from the ground up. You don't always see it from the top down, but from the ground up, it's changing, and it's women making the difference.
Thank you for the introduction. Thank you all for being here. There is a lot you're going to hear tonight, a lot you're going to hear in the conversations and the speeches. Let me just tell you that I come with good news. New Jersey is starting to turn around, and the reason for that is everybody looked at the election on November 7th, and how many people walked away saying, wow, for all the fight we had for parental rights, all the fight that we had for fixing government, responsible government, accountability, how did it turn out that so many people that were on the wrong side got elected? Well, let me tell you this. It's because the real battle was not taking place at the legislative level. The real battle was taking place at the local level. And I can tell you that over the past 3 years, we've elected nearly 1,000 new members to the Board of Education across New Jersey. That is an enormous number. And anybody want to guess that most of them are women? And the reason that they're women is because the ladies in New Jersey have had enough. They've had enough of the back room. They've had enough of the old boys network. They've had enough of being told that the state knows better how to raise your kids. They've had enough being told that the state has a right to confuse your kids over gender. They've had enough. And I will tell you, from the Common Sense Club, the organization I started a year and a half ago, we now have 143,000 members across New Jersey. Thank you. Our donors, 70% of the donors to the Common Sense organizations are women.
We're here with tonight's keynote speaker, okay? A man that almost needs no introduction. Okay, of course, Jason Redmond. And he's a prior SEAL. He's a combat veteran. and of course he's actually done incredible things over there. Were you at Walter Reed? Is that where you were with the famous letter?
Bethesda back then.
Okay.
So now it's become Walter Reed. But,
okay.
Yeah.
So incredible Patriot here. And the unique thing is, he's a founder. He's the vice president of tonight's sponsor event, okay, which is Patriot Hard Seltzer. So we know in a couple of minutes you're going to get up there, you're going to talk, but tell us about your company, Patriot Hard Seltzers. It's about to launch. You're about to release the product. What can you tell us?
I think there's a lot of companies that are out there that have lost their way. They become so political in everything they do, and almost at times I feel anti-American. It's like we're getting into this weird time where the word patriot seems almost offensive to some people. And man, I grew up a patriot. I grew up to love this country. So fast forward to maybe 6 months ago, 2 young entrepreneurs came to me, reached out to me and said, hey, we have a new product. It's this whiskey seltzer company. It's called Patriot Seltzer. It's all about everything that makes America great. It's about freedom. It's about opportunity. It's about individuals that want to get out and live their fullest life. And they said every can we have is going to represent a genre of our amazing protector community, military, law enforcement, fire, our nursing, medical, first responder community. And they said, we want you to be our first military representative, our proud patriot. And I said, fellas, I'm honored, but I want more than that. I want in on this. I want to invest. I want to be part of this company because I believe in what you have here. Fast forward to where we are today. We're on the cusp. We're getting ready to launch in 2024, and pretty amazing.
Jason, I'm not even surprised that a SEAL would see opportunity, seize it so aggressively, and set yourself up in a better position. We'll be.
When they medevacked me out, 96 hours later, I found myself laying in a hospital bed in Bethesda, Maryland, inundated with bad news. Tell you your special operations career is over. Your elbow is totally destroyed. You have no use of your left hand. You're thinking about amputating your arm. Your face is totally mangled. Structural integrity of your skull is compromised. We've got to figure out a way to get bone back in your skull. You've had 8 blood transfusions over the last 96 hours. You were wired shut with a trach. We're feeding you through a stomach tube, and it's going to take years to put you back together. I remember laying there thinking, like, where do I go from here? But then I remember that critical thing that makes us who we are. I had a choice. No one forced me to lay there and feel sorry for myself, regardless of how banged up I was. It's our job to step up and be leaders. It's our job to drive forward. It's what's made us into who we are. And it was in that moment, after I had a couple of people come into the room on top of all that with a whole bunch of negativity, I said, that will never happen again. And I wrote out this sign. It said, attention to all who enter here. If you're coming to this room with sadness or sorrow, don't bother. The wounds I received, I got the job that I love, doing it for people that I love, defending the freedom of a country that I deeply love. I will make a full recovery. What is full? That's the absolute utmost physically. I have the ability to recover. And I'm going to push that about 20% further through sheer mental tenacity. This room you're about to enter is a room of fun, optimism, and intense rapid regrowth. You are now prepared. You signed it. The manager.
We're here with Mike Flynn Jr. Of course, that's the general's son. I don't know what you're about to open, but I was told that you got something from Santa Claus. What did you get?
Nice little Never Surrender Trump mug. pretty nice.
Yes, it is nice. I like it.
You can never have so many mugs, you know?
This is my 3rd one, my 2nd green apple, and I honestly don't really ever drink the hard seltzers. I like this one a lot. It's very good. I like it a lot. I highly recommend it.
There you have it. The guy doesn't even drink seltzers, and he likes his Patriot Hard Seltzer. Thank you. John LaBarbera, who serves on the executive board of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
Veterans homelessness, where we're buying bankrupt hotels, we're gutting them, we're putting apartments in them on the second, third, and fourth floor, but more importantly, we're offering them the services that they need to get back into society.
Lindsay Babula, who is a board member, she's also a secretary for Ladies for Liberty. The event is it's been fantastic. A lot of great speakers. Of course, Patriot Hard Seltzers came out tonight, and this is your first holiday event. I had a great time. What are your thoughts?
I think it was great. It's nice to see everybody in this room celebrating, enjoying, having like-minded thoughts, and really just having a good time. So I'm very thrilled with it, and I think the turnout was fantastic.
Eric Pearson from the 23rd District of New Jersey is an assemblyman. He just wrapped up a speech which was pretty powerful. A lot of MAGA undertones there. Make New Jersey great again. What do you think?
Well, I'm here at Trump National. It's got to be MAGA, right? I mean, you got to have a little bit of that. But you know what? I talked about fear to win, and I think that's a problem our party has. We're afraid to stand up for what we believe in and to fight back. And to me, that's fear to win. And I don't believe in that. I think if you're in it, you have to be in it to win it. And I think the reason that Donald Trump is so popular in our party right now is because he's not afraid, and he is a fighter, and he fights back. And under the way that the Democrats are today, the way they attack, the way they come at you, look at what the Justice Department is doing with Donald Trump.
They call it lawfare.
Yeah, they're and all the documents that they want, they're spying on us, and all those kind of things that are coming out as we have these investigations, and how they're coming after people and using the government to in a political way, using the Justice Department in a political way to quiet the opposition, right? Or to intimidate, to intimidate people. So they're like when they called parents terrorists, and because they stood up and spoke out for their kids at a school board meeting. That was a message that don't you dare stand up, or you're going to find yourself on a terrorist watch list. You won't be able to fly, you won't be able to get a job. It was a way to try to quiet the opposition from standing up and speaking back. And we have to get beyond that fear, because if we allow them to scare us that way, then we've lost our country. And Donald Trump is one person who's doing it, and he's doing it in a big way. They're coming at him in a big way, and he's fighting back in a big way. And God bless him, because we need more people who are willing to stand up and fight for what really matters. And that's what my speech was about. Fill my heart with...
Thanks, man. It was a festive evening. Everyone was having a good time. It was very patriotic, as you can imagine. Not the sort of bastardized version of Patriot as we've come to see, but actually just some freedom-loving Americans coming together, talking about how they can sort of, support each other, how they can re-elect Donald Trump, how they can support patriotic companies like Patriot Freedom Seltzer.